Today we are going to be ranking every single UFC fighter specifically by their nicknames. We're going to get into the tier list video in just a second. Before we do though, I do want to say hello everybody and welcome back to another video. If you are new here, my name is Kyle. I'm your guy with too many YouTube channels, and welcome back to the Clenbat channel where we talk all things UFC and MMA related. Guys, I think I said every single UFC fighter because I'm used to saying, hey, today we're breaking down the UFC card. We're going to go through every single fighter on the card. So we're going to be ranking. This is a list from Tapology with all the same pictures, by the way. From Tapology, these are the community's top 50 UFC nicknames, and I'm going to be ranking them properly, of course, from SS tier all the way down to B tier to the D tier. Let's get into the video, guys. Love to know what you think afterwards down below. Starting off with the Korean Zombie, and guys, of course, this is all my opinion. Of course it is. Like, it's a tier list video that I'm making, right? But I am going to be putting every single bias I have aside. It doesn't matter how much I like the fighter or how much I dislike the fighter. I am going specifically about their nicknames. That's how we're going to be ranking them. Like I said, we're going to start off with the Korean Zombie. And guys, the Korean Zombie is such a good nickname. It is such a good nickname, man. Do I want to throw it in the S tier already? I think I could move this around, but I'm going to start off with the Korean Zombie, the A tier. The Korean Zombie is a great nickname. Now, next up, it's a little bit difficult to see with the picture, but we have the Gracie Hunter Kazui Sakuraba. Now, I'm not familiar with this fighter myself. I know the name, but I never really... I think he was before my time, but the Gracie Hunter is a pretty solid nickname, to be honest with you, if you're taking out all the Gracies. I like it. It's an okay name. I'm going to throw it into the B tier. Now, we have Jacare Souza. I have no idea what Jacare means. I don't know. So we're going to throw it in the C tier. Now, I think we have our first S tier. Maybe SS, guys. Ruthless Robbie Lawler. This defined everything that Robbie Lawler was. His fight style. Ruthless Robbie Lawler rolls off the tongue nicely. The nickname is very solid. Robbie Lawler's going to the SS, man. That is a fantastic nickname. Moving on, we have Boss Rutan, who I love, but I'm not familiar about El Guapo. I don't know what that means either, so unfortunately, just like Jacare, you two are going to have to go down to the C to the D tier. Now, Showtime. Showtime's an awesome nickname. Showtime is a fantastic nickname. Just like Robbie Lawler, do I want to throw Showtime into the SS tier? I think I do, man. It's not better than Ruthless Robbie Lawler. Showtime, Anthony Showtime Pettis. He lived up to the name too, just like Robbie Lawler. That's why it's really good. So now we have Ian Uncle Creepy McGall. Uncle Creepy's not a good nickname, man. It's funny, but it's not a good nickname. Uncle Creepy's going to the D tier. Unfortunately, I'm going to have to keep Boss Root and Jacare there because I'm not familiar with their nicknames, to be honest with you, or I'm not familiar with what they mean. But Anderson the Spider Silva, I think it's a very good nickname. I think it's a very, very good nickname, especially for who Anderson Silva is. I'm going to put Anderson Silva into the S tier. I feel like that's good, but it's going to be hard to catch up with Ruthless and Showtime, man. Jason Mayhem Miller. Mayhem is a great nickname, kind of just like I was talking about with Ruthless, but it's like almost as cool as Ruthless. You know what I mean? It's almost there. I wouldn't quite say S tier, but honestly, Jason Mayhem Miller, I'm going to throw right behind Anderson Silva into the S tier. Now, Big Country. Big Country is a very fitting name. A very solid nickname. I think it is an A tier right behind the Korean Zombie. Now, the American Psycho Stephan Bonner. To be honest with you guys, I don't like this nickname. I don't like it. Like, it's an okay nickname, but like nothing's really good about it. It's gonna go in the C tier. But the Axe Murderer Vanderlei Silva. I feel like a lot of people, especially in the Pride days, like the Axe Murderer nickname way more than I do. I don't know why. Maybe it's because I didn't really grow up watching Vanderlei Silva, but it's an okay nickname. The Axe Murderer, I'm going to throw in the B tier. I'm going to throw, I think it's good. Now, John Bones Jones. Rolls off the tongue beautifully. Bones is perfect for the nickname. Johnny Bones Jones just sounds great. Johnny Bones Jones. What a good nickname. SS tier, right behind Ruthless and Showtime. I think it's right up there, man. I think it's right up there. Now, I forgot about this one. I had to look it up on Tapology. Rick, the ginger with intent to injure Piper. The ginger with the intent to injure. That's funny to me because it's so unnecessarily long. You know, so actually, guys, the ginger with the intent to murder is going, or injure, does it injure? Yeah, with the intent to injure. I'm going to put it in the bottom of A tier, man. Now, that's pretty good. Anyways, we have the Prodigy BJ Penn. Guys, it's an okay nickname. I don't like, it's kind of like how I'm sure Uriah Faber's going to be on this list, but I don't like the California Kid. I don't like the Prodigy. As you grow old into these nicknames, it doesn't stand the test of time. So I'm going to throw BJ Penn's into the D tier, to be honest with you guys. Now, the Notorious Conor McGregor. The Notorious just fits Conor. It just fits him. I feel like if anybody else was named Notorious, it wouldn't work. It's like the one, the only, the Notorious Conor McGregor. Very good nickname. I'm going to throw it into the S tier, right behind Anderson Silva. I feel like that's a good spot for Conor McGregor. Moving on, we have the Dean of Mean, Keith Jardine. Now, the nickname itself isn't that great, but it rolls off the tongue very, very nicely. I'm going to put Keith Jardine, just because, like it said, rolls off the tongue very nicely. I'm going to put it in the B tier. I'm going to put it at, you know what, I'm going to move Wanderlei Silva down. I like the Gracie Hunter at the top of B tier. Now, El Kakui. I forget what that means, but I remember it being really cool and fitting for Tony Ferguson, okay? So it's just you hear El Kakui and you think Tony Ferguson. You know what I mean in that sense? So very good nickname. Tony Ferguson absolutely is going to go into the A tier for me. I'm stuck on whether or not I want to put him in front of the Korean Zombie. No. Korean Zombie I feel like might run A tier. Now, Stylebender. Stylebender is a very good nickname. I think that is a solid nickname. Israel Stylebender Adesanya. All those together doesn't necessarily like roll off the tongue so nicely, but Stylebender itself is just unique. It's cool. I like it. So Stylebender is going to go into the S tier. I'm going to throw him behind or right in front of Mayhem Miller. I feel like that's pretty fitting. Now, Lyoto the Dragon Machida. I don't like this nickname. I respect it and everything. I respect Machida. I like him, but the dragon just isn't good. I'm going to throw him in the D tier. I'm sorry, guys. I'm sorry. Now, I have to look at this one too because I remember Paul Daly, but I don't know Semtex. I don't know what that means. I don't know what that's about. So you're going into the D tier. So you're going to the bottom of D tier, Paul Daly, Tom Bailey, I'll say. Now we have Louis Pena, Violent Bob Ross. One of those nicknames that's very funny. However, it's kind of like the ginger with the intent to injure, but that one's just like on its own really funny. Violent Bob Ross is like, it's a funny nickname, but it doesn't nearly stack up to anybody up top. I'm going to throw Violent Bob Ross right in front of Wanderlei Silva. I don't mind that. Now, Rampage Jackson, and a nickname that's so iconic like the Korean Zombie, it overtook his first name. Quentin Rampage Jackson. Rampage is a very good nickname. Very, very good. I'm going to throw him right behind the Korean Zombie, actually. I think it is a very, very good spot for him. Let's keep going. We have the Fireball Kid, Takanori Gomi. Now, I don't know what the Fireball Kid means. For some reason, it's fitting. I don't ask me why. I just feel like it fits. I'm going to throw Takanori Gomi into the top of C tier. Now, let's keep going. A nickname that truly fits is Matt the Immortal Brown. Matt Brown's nickname, the Immortal. That just fits him. That fits him. It fits his fight style. Everything about this nickname is very solid. I'm tempted to throw him into the SS tier, but I'm not. Maybe. I might move him around. But Matt Brown is going to go in front of Anderson Silva, and he's going to rule the S tier so far. Now, let's keep going. We have Damasio, the Angel of Death Page. I had to look at that nickname and go, like, the Angel of Death, I feel like that one's like, might be trying a bit too hard. You know, am I wrong about that one? That's an okay nickname. I'm going to throw it at the bottom of C tier. Now, Donald Cowboy Cerrone. Cowboy's a good nickname. It's a very good nickname. It's fitting. But it's like, I don't know why. I just don't feel like it's like Matt the Immortal Brown. It's not like the notorious Conor McGregor. So I gotta throw him down to like the Korean Zombie Rampage Jackson, which A tier nickname is very good. But I just can't throw Cowboy all the way up there. I feel like Cowboy just became his identity. But then again, like, I'm making that argument for Showtime. I don't know why. I just don't like Cowboy. Maybe it's because it's a little bit basic. Maybe that's why. But I'm gonna throw Donald Cowboy Cerrone right behind Rampage Jackson. I feel like that's a good fit for him. Now, Ryan Darth Bader. I don't like it. I like Ryan Bader. I don't like Ryan Darth Bader. It rhymes. Okay, I get it. But you're not Darth Vader. Like, you're not going in there and slashing people. I don't know. I just don't like the nickname, man. Ryan Bader. I want the easiest fight in the division. Ryan Bader. Ryan Bader is also going to go into the C tier. I'm going to put him in front of the American Psycho. Moving on, we have the Irish Hand Grenade, Marcus Davis. Now, the Irish Hand Grenade it's an okay nickname. I don't love it. I think it's also going to be I'm going to throw him also with Ryan Bader. It's like about the same thing. Now, the California Kid. I was talking about him earlier. The California Kid, Uriah Faber. I mentioned him earlier because just like BJ Penn, the nickname doesn't stick with him while he's older. Like, he's like, come on, man. He's like over 40 and he's the California kid, right? Uriah Faber. You know, like, I understand the nickname stuck and I understand that you can't really do anything about that. That's a name you had. But I don't think it aged well. I don't think it aged well. It's going to go into the D tier right with BJ Penn. Now, let's move on. I also forgot about this nickname. It is the Polish experiment Krzysztof Sosnicki. I forgot. I remember hearing that nickname. That's a pretty good nickname. The Polish experiment. I like it. I like it, but it doesn't stack up. I'm going to throw it right behind Violent Bob Ross. I really like that. Now, I don't know if we have two Mark Kerrs, but we have the Smashing Machine. The Smashing Machine. Honestly, it would be better if it was the Smashing Machine, but it's not. So I'm just going to move that because there's two pictures. I don't know why, but the Smashing Machine, it's okay. It's okay. I'm going to throw it right behind the Fireball Kid. Now, guys, Shogun. Shogun, like the Korean zombie. Everybody knows Shogun as Shogun. Nobody knows him as Mauricio. Everybody knows this guy as Shogun. Shogun is a solid nickname. Shogun is going to the SS tier. Shogun is a very, very good nickname to have. I like that a lot, but do I like it more than the other ones here? No, I don't. I feel like that's a proper placement for him. Now, Mark the Super Samoan Hunt. Very good nickname. Nothing really screams like this is an awesome nickname to me. You know what I mean? So I'm going to throw him. I feel like Violent Bob Ross is going to be like the gatekeeper of the B division. Now, rest in peace, Anthony Rumble Johnson. Rumble's a very good nickname. Love that nickname. Rumble. Do I want to throw him an S tier? If not, he's high A tier. Anthony Rumble Johnson just has a nice fit to it. I'm going to throw him in front of Mayhem. I'm going to throw him in front of Mayhem. I'm going to throw him in front of Adesanya. Rumble is a very, very good nickname. Now, Thug Rose Namajunas. Here's the thing. I don't like her nickname, but I like it more after hearing DC go, Thug Rose! Thug Rose! That's all I think about when you hear Thug Rose now. I'm the best. Could you imagine if her nickname was... I'm the best. I'm the best. Thug Rose, I'm the best Namajunas. I'm the best. I'm so the best at Thug Rose that I'm going to thug myself over in the B tier. Thug Rose Namajunas is going to be right in front of Bob Ross. Now, anyways, Lionheart Anthony Smith. Very good nickname. Very, very good nickname. It fits him. Lionheart is solid. I'm going to throw Lionheart in front of Mayhem Miller. S tier nickname for Anthony Smith right now. Now, a nickname that I actually don't like is Yoel, the Soldier of God Romero. I don't like that nickname. I think it's like, he looks like he could be crafted as a Soldier of God, to be honest with you. If you sent him down from space, that would make more sense. But the Soldier of God, I don't like it. I don't like it. I'm going to throw him in front of... It's better than these ones. I'm going to throw it right behind Lyoto Machida there. Now, Stephen Wonderboy Thompson. One of my favorite fighters. One of my favorite fighters ever. But Wonderboy, just like the California Kid, just like the Prodigy, it doesn't age well with you. You're 40 years old. I mean no disrespect by that, truthfully, because Stephen Wonderboy, he really is one of my favorite fighters, okay? I just don't like the nickname anymore. I just don't. I'm going to throw him behind Yoel Romero. That's where Wonderboy's going to go. Now, Chris the Crippler Lieben. Very good nickname. Very, very good nickname. I'm going to throw him into A tier. I'm going to throw him in front of Cowboy. I think it's a very, very solid nickname. Now, we have Minotauro Nogueira. I don't know what that means. So, unfortunately, the ones that I don't know what it means, you're going to go right there with Jacare. Now, Frankie the Answer Edgar rolls off the tongue very nicely. But the answer just doesn't make, like, what is he? The answer to... I don't know if he actually ever explained this, to be honest with you. I've never heard it. But is the answer to, like, how to beat people? I don't know. So, Frankie the Answer Edgar rolls off the tongue very nicely, but there's not much else to say about this. So, I'm going to throw Frankie Edgar into the bottom of B tier. I feel like that's okay. Now, Jorge Gamebred Masvidal. Gamebred in general. I think this is the best nickname in MMA. I am not a Jorge Masvidal fan, but his nickname is solid. It's clean. It's sick. It fits him. Gamebred is absolutely an SS tier nickname. Love it. I absolutely love Gamebred. I don't know how he came up with that. I don't know like what the bread means with Gamebred, but it fits, man. It fits. I don't fully understand the bread part of Gamebred, but it fits. I love that nickname. It's just clean, just like Ruthless. Ruthless Robbie Lawler, Jorge Gamebred. You know, game-bred Masvidal. That just fits. Speaking of what fits, though, it's going to be Carlos, the natural-born killer Condit. I'm not going to lie to you, Carlos Condit's one of my favorite fighters of all time, but Carlos Condit's nickname is just a little too long. But the natural-born killer at the same time is it's a cool nickname. You know, I'm going to throw him into the B tier right in front of Thug Rose. I feel like that's what could fit. Now, Valentina the Bullet Shevchenko. It's fitting. I like it. I like it. Very solid nickname. Valentina the Bullet is going to go in the A tier, but I'm going to throw it at the bottom of A tier. I feel like that's proper. Now, the Iceman. I don't know why, guys. I'm not feeling the Iceman. Chuckledell's awesome. I don't know. The Iceman's just okay. I'm going to throw him at the top of C tier. You know? Now, Mirko Crow Cop. That is a nickname that just rolls off the tongue nicely. I'm going to throw him B tier in front of Super Samoan. I feel like that's a good nickname. Now, the last Emperor, Fedor Emelianenko. The last Emperor really fits him. But where am I going to throw him, the last Emperor? The last Emperor is going to go into the S tier. I'm going to throw him... Oh, man, that's tough. I'm going to throw him in front of Rumble. I'm going to throw him in front of Rumble. I think that's a very solid nickname. Now, we are almost done the tier list, guys. We are on the last fighter for the tier list, guys, and we have Sexyama. Sexyama is a funny nickname, but compared to the rest of the rankings here, guys, I don't think it just fits. Sexyama is going to go into the... It's better than American Psycho. It's better than Darth Vader. That's where I'm going to put Sexyama. Guys, that is the tier list for you. Let me know what you think about these rankings down below. These are the 50 most voted nicknames in all of MMA, according to Tapology, the community there. I do want to read you the top 10 on the screen here. So, number 1, ranked by the community with everybody coming together. Number 1 is the Korean Zombie, followed by the Axe Murder. Number 3 is Rampage. Number 4 is Shogun. Number 5 is the Natural Born Killer. Number 6 is the Iceman. Number 7 is Crow Cop. 8 is the Last Emperor. 9 is Sexyama. And 10 is the Gracie Hunter. Obviously, this turned out differently. I just don't know. Like, this S tier, man, the SS, Gamebred, Ruthless, Showtime, Bones, and Shogun, those are some sick nicknames, man. I wonder where they have Gamebred ranked at. I'm looking at my screen right now. Man, I have to scroll down pretty far. Matt Brown's at number 31. That's crazy to me. Rumble Johnson's at 40. 41 has Lionheart. That's just wrong. This is crazy to me. Gamebred's number 48. Masvidal's number 48. Like, I'm not a Masvidal fan. Guys, but his nickname is solid, man. But I reorganized it. This is the correct tier list, in my opinion, at least, guys. Let me know what you think about all the nicknames down below. And thank you so much for watching this video. On the screen right now, you'll have 2 videos from the Clenbat channel. If you'd like to continue watching the channel, I will see you either there or in the next video, guys. Take care.